I was dealing with this one girl, bro. So this time it was not necessarily FYP, Gen Z love. We actually met in person, bro. She cooked me and I still went back. Like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, this may sound a bit controversial, but the coach doesn't play. So, bro, let's just take this back to when I was still in high school. But we didn't necessarily meet in school, you know. We met in public, you know. It was like a little public settlement, you know, a lot of people that we knew. And, you know, from the start, when I was speaking to her, she was playing a little hard to get. But that didn't really bother me at the time because when I think about it now, it's like she did actually play hard to get, but at the same time, it was not really that deep like I was chasing her. So, okay, cool, we're speaking, you know, everything is just going well. We're moving forward, bro. And things are just going well. Things of that nature. You know that honeymoon phase, as people basically call it. Things are going well. We're getting along well. We're chopping it up. We're exchanging pictures. You know, we're getting to know each other on a deeper level. Things are just genuinely going well, bro. So, alright, cool. We now getting to know each other on a deeper level. So now comes a point in time where we're both trying to meet up in person, and then we obviously do that. We get to know each other, you know. Things just went so well, bro. And the best part about it was people were not initially involved in what we had going on. It was just like her and I, just like the both of us. So it's not really a thing of, oh, we're getting external opinions, or maybe like something went on in what we had going on, and then he had an opinion, she had an opinion, and that basically, the thing of getting opinions from other people is that you don't really now do what you feel, you do what other people feel, so that now you can obviously move forward, because your opinion was not enough, but theirs was. Things of that nature, we're moving forward, and we were just happy that no one, okay, I was happy that no one was in the relationship, but she had a lot of friends, bro. So that was like that was one red flag. She had a lot of friends. Cool, we move on. And she knew a lot of people too. A lot of guys, a lot of females. Man, she spoke to a lot of people. I didn't even know what the hell I was thinking going for that girl. So cool, we spoke. And at the time, I didn't really see it as a red flag. You know, I was just cool with it. But over time, these things did initially make sense. Now that I actually think about it, over time they did make sense, which is why your frequency feels a certain way. Your frequency picks up on certain things along the line. You're like, bro, I'm actually getting cooked here. 2-0. I'm getting cooked. Cool. So, bro, now this one time, bro, we have our mutuals. We all go out. I'm gonna just cut to the chase. We all go out. We have our mutuals. We go out, so I get to the place before her. I'm with another guy, another 1-2 guys. I get to the place before her, bro. And as soon as I get to the place before her, we all chilling. You know, she decides to come afterwards, you know. And then, mind you, this girl didn't even give me a hug, bro. She just greeted me with her mouth. I don't know what she was thinking. And then I gave her my bag. So I told her to keep my bag because I just felt like I gave her my bag, she kept my bag. You know, we started walking around. At the time, I was doing YouTube in the malls and stuff. So I was obviously recording in the mall, you know, looking for people, trying to get that clips in. Because, you know, I was trying to push the motion. So I stopped pushing, you know, I'm recording and stuff. I start recording, this, that, and the third. Boom! I start recording. You know, everything, we're moving forward, and now we come in the point where we're chilling in a certain corner, bro. Like, we're all just chilling in the corner. So it was her, another girl, I'm with my 2 guys, or whatever you want to call it. We all just chilling in the corner. I think we took a little break. We started taking pictures, and she was like kind of like on the side. Man, when I tell you that this other guy that I knew came with this other boy, bro. When I tell you, I just stood there, bro, and I watched her run to this guy. She ran to this guy. She jumped in. He held her, like, bro, he held her so good, bro. Mind you, I had asked her, like, is this guy your friend? Because I had noticed that they had, like, sort of like a close relationship. And she was like, nah, he's not my friend. He wants me, but he's always like on me. This, that, and the third. Bro, she literally ran to the guy and they hugged each other like they were dating. Mind you, remember at the start I said that she didn't even give me a hug. She barely even greeted me when she arrived. It was just like a little hi, it was so cold. Mind you, we were actually like, we were deep in, you know, we were actually You know, we were like deep like that into whatever we had going on. Now they're holding each other, they're hugging, they go in the corner, he starts holding her. Now I'm sitting there, I'm like, bro, what the hell just happened? And now the girl that was also there had noticed this, that had went on, and then she also picked up on the negativity, the negative energy that was going on. And then the boy that was with is like, yo, bro, do you see what just happened, bro? When I tell you that day, I was genuinely so pissed off, bro. And on top of that, she tried to act like the victim. She acts so normal about it, bro. She acts so normal about it. And when I asked her about it, she's like, nah, bro, we just friends, bro. We just friends, bro. What you mean you just friends, bro? You literally told me that you and this guy had nothing going on. She told me that they had nothing going on. Now, what does she mean by, oh, they just friends? Oh, they're not really doing anything. But when I tell you, it never really made sense to me because, bro, how you mean that another guy hugs your girl here and she runs to him and they're hugging each other like they've been at it for a while? I don't know what you would do, but at the time I was so convinced that I was done with her. But months down the line, I don't know, bro. We decided to kick it again. I gave it another chance, and then she still cooked me again, bro. Bro, when I tell you, she actually cooked me again. She actually cooked me again. Now, remember what I said about at the start, the whole thing of not involving other people in your relationship. That's the worst thing you could ever do, bro. Never ever involve other people in what you got going on with somebody else. They will jeopardize that companionship. Never ever 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 in your life ever think that these people are happy for you. They're not happy for you. Nobody's happy for you, bro. You just gotta accept that there's only a small portion of people in this world or in your friend group or people that know you that will actually care about or actually be genuinely happy. But the majority of people are genuinely just not fond of it, you know? They're just not happy about it and they never will be. So at some point it's just like, you know what? It's sad, bro. It's sad. So that's how it happened, bro. She basically hugged another guy in front of me. And now if that ever had to happen, I would never give a girl another chance, bro. She will never hear from me again. Yes, the moment she did it, I've already forgiven her because it's like, bro, I'm trying to move past from there. I'm not trying to like think about this the whole time. I'm not really gonna dwell onto this. I'm not really gonna even put my mind to it because I'd be basically wasting my time. If a girl ever does you dirty, forgive her on the spot. You got no choice, bro. Because at the end of the day, you're not really going to be the type of person that's going to be trying to crash out. Bro, if somebody ever does you dirty, be mad at yourself, bro. Be mad at yourself for not seeing it coming. Be mad at yourself. Now you people going to be like, oh, what you... Be mad at yourself for getting betrayed. Be mad at yourself because you should have saw that coming. Be mad at yourself. If you ever get to a point where you just get disappointed about someone else's actions, bro, then you genuinely not watching these people. You gotta be mad at yourself. You got no reason to be mad at the other person. Be mad at yourself. Also, taking accountability in situations where you've been done dirty is the best way you can initially move on from these type of things, because now it's not really like, oh, now you're just trying to feel sorry for yourself. Bro, don't feel sorry for yourself, bro. You allowed it to happen to yourself. Do better in analyzing people. Do better in trying to read people's actions. Do better in reading the type of people that you come across. Because that way, you won't necessarily struggle. You won't struggle in future. You know, things will just be well. They'll be soothing. They'll be calm. So, moral of the story, don't involve people in what you got going on. Don't involve people, you know. Watch out for the type of people you surround yourself with because, hey, man, they can either make or break you. And I can't lie, at the time, it kind of broke me. But I was also happy that, you know, I had an open mind that, you know what, at least now I don't got to stress about her being the one. At least now I know she's no longer the one. You know those little promises you make with the person in the past, like, yo, you know what, we never going to break up. You know, we're going to stay together no matter how what goes on in future. And I'm telling you right now, bro, if you ever see me with somebody that did me dirty, I'm exactly where I want to be. I know exactly what I'm doing, bro. It's not necessarily a thing of, oh, he's trying to revenge, oh, he's trying to do that. I know what I'm doing, bro. I know what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching the video. And sure to subscribe to the most notifications. But always remember, the coach doesn't play.
Man, I'm probably gonna miss you when you're gone. Say she tired of every time I do it wrong. Always switching between topics like a song.